and running. If you call that home. So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
So when they come back for national anthem, just redo the intro. That was the national anthem here right before the game where the Quartz Hill Royals hosting the Charter Oak Chargers. Again, this is 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Championships Division II Tournament Playoff Baseball, where the Quartz Hill Royals, led by Coach Aaron Kavanaugh, are trying to get past the first round of playoffs. So really quick, let me go ahead and give the starting lineup. The batting order for the Charter Oak Chargers. Batting first is Zach Escalera as number 2. First batter is number 2, Zach Escalera. Second is number 12, Julian Salmon. Batting third is number 10, Martin Luna. Batting fourth, number 4, Moses Medrano. And the designated hitting pitcher in the 5 spot is the Stevies or Escacrega. Number 6, batting order, number 5, Vince Carrillo. And number 7, batting 7th, number 26, Caleb Valencia. Batting 8th, number 1, Michael Zubia. Batting 9th, number 28, Aiden Martinez. Number 7. So as Quintero, number 27, warms up here for the Royals, let me go ahead and give the starting lineup for the Royals here. We have catcher number 1, Esteban Sepulveda. Number 2, batting number 2nd for them is Jonathan Maras, second base. Jeffrey Kavanaugh, center field, number 24. Isaac Quintero, designated hitter, number 7. Connor Gregory, left field, number 16. Blake Johnson, third base, number 21. Troy Johnson, right field, number 4. Jason Uribe, first baseman, number 5. And Owen Rice, shortstop, number 9. You can definitely hear the energy right now as the Quartz Hill Royals dugout giving Quintero all the vibes. In the first pitch, hit right there up the center. And number 2, Escalera makes a first hit with the single to first base. 82 degrees, but the wind is winding as a good amount of people here at Quartz Hill High School watching their Quartz Hill Royals host the Charter Oak Chargers. Quintero on the mound going against now number 12, Julian Salmon. The windup in the pitch, he checks first. Runner is safe on first base. So number 2, Escalera with a single if you just joined us here. Here's the pitch. Right over the plate, and it's a ball. Count so far, 1 ball, no strikes, no outs here at the top of the first. Playoff baseball action. Here's the pitch from Quintero. Fouls it away. Now the count is 1-1. Right, live here, home of the Quartz Hill Royals, with a great field, maintained, really nice. As we're here in the first inning, runner leading off quite a couple steps away from the bag, and here's the pitch, looking a little high there from. A little high there from Quintero on the last pitch. Count is 2-1. You could definitely feel the intensity and the action here and the wind. As we're in the first round of the playoffs, Quintero with a 2-1 pitch. Runner is running to second, and will he get him out? And he is out. Great cannon arm from Sepulveda, the catcher. Getting that runner, that attempted steal, out from Escalera. So 1 up, 1 down, 1 gone for the Royals, with some great fielding from Quintero. And here's the 2-2 pitch, right in the dirt. Quintero now with a full count. Let's see what Julian Salmon does on here. Julian Salmon has the highest batting average on Charter Oak, facing off against a great pitcher of Quintero. There's a windup in the pitch. Little chopper to right field. Here's a throw to first, and he's out. The great fielding right now displayed by the Quartz Hill Royals. Very great fielding. 2 up, 2 down, 2 gone, as number 10 gets into the batter box for the Chargers. And this will be Martin Luna, the sophomore. There's a fouled away. Looks like the fence got it. And we're good to go. So Quintero on the mound, definitely in the groove, and is up in the count with 0-1. 2 outs here in top of the first. Here's the windup in the pitch. Right down the middle. And a nice strike. Oh, a ball, actually. Just outside of the strike zone. Now the count is 1-1 for Quintero.
Thank you.
Nice strike right down the middle from Quintero. The count now 1-2 with 2 outs. All right. Here's the windup in the pitch for Quintero. Contact on the right gap here. Throws it to first, and that's will do it. Retires the inning. Great fielding and pitching done by the Royals. 3 up, 3 down, 3 gone. And you're watching L28 Sports coverage.
8 p.m.
I was out here at practice yesterday at Quartz Hill, and I spoke to Coach Cav, and he's definitely trying to be strategic this year, trying to get past the second round of the playoffs. And I spoke about the record of Charter Oak, about them being 9-14, and even despite the Quartz Hill having a higher record of being 23-5, that doesn't really weigh that much. He's going to take this game full on with the respect and not even look at the record, and just take each section of the game piece by piece, as number 2 for the Charter Oak Chargers warms up here. And that will be the pitcher, Zach Escalera, who did a single in the first when he was up to bat, but was thrown out on the attempted steal to second base. So the Charter Oak Chargers visiting from West Covina. Last time I checked, I was about 75 miles away, about an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on that traffic, that nice California traffic that we're all used to here in California. But you could definitely see the winding here. Still hot, nice spring, summer-ish weather here as Quartz Hill hosts the first round playoffs for their varsity season here. So up to bat coming up for the Quartz Hill Royals. Number 19, Esteban Sepulveda, their catcher. And speaking earlier to JB, one of the field maintenance for Quartz Hill, he advised me that this team, the chemistry of the Quartz Hill Royals, is really up there. I mean, they've been playing ball with each other pretty much all their lives. And here's the first pitch, and it's a strike right down the middle. Esteban Sepulveda taking a strike on the first pitch. Gets met with the second pitch being a ball from Escalera, Zach Escalera. Zach Escalera, pitcher for the Charter Oak Jr., throws in with the pitch. Goes in with another ball. So the count now 2-1. Escalera down on the count. You could definitely feel the wind here today for playoff action on a Thursday. Looks like it's blowing the eastbound. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss from Sepulveda. Faces a 2-2 count. So here it goes, Esteban. You can hear the cheers from his dugout. Pitch in the dirt, and we're moving to a full count, 3-2. Here's the pitch from Escalera, a chopper down, going to left field, throws it to first, and is he out? And he's out. So 1 up, 1 down for the Chargers as number 12, Wares, comes up to bat. Jonathan Mayer, second baseman, number 12 for the Quartz Hill Royals. Goes up to the plate in the batter's box with the nice gleaming orange bat. First pitch is a ball from Escalera. Here's the second pitch from Escalera. Hat comes away, but I guess it was worth it with a strike. Mayer is facing the 1-1 pitch here from Escalera. The windup in the pitch. Ooh. Chopped into the ground and falls back. Now the count is 1-2. Where is number 12 in the batter's box with the orange bat? Looking for that right pitch as he faces the 1-2 count. Hits it. Looks like it's fouling away. The first baseman from Charger Oaks trying to get it down and fouled away. And congratulations to all the other local Lancaster baseball teams who made the playoffs. It's Lancaster, Paraclete, Desert Christian, and also here our Quartz Hill Royals. Jonathan Mares, second baseman, facing the 1-2 pitch from Escalera. Escalera on the mound, the windup, the pitch, here it goes. Hits the dirt, and that hat is just allergic to his head as it keeps flying away, but he faces a 2-2 count. Mares with the orange bat gets the pitch. Oh, fouls it way out there, right behind the backstop. And I don't think no one's going to get hit with that one. Zach Escalera at the pitcher's mound. The windup pitch. Here's the hit. Contact right up to center field. Will they get under it? Charger Oaks, and they catch it. And that's an out. 2 up, 2 down, 2 gone. As number 24 comes up to bat, and that's Jeffrey Kavanaugh, son of Aaron Kavanaugh. Oh, I mentioned that already. So Kavanaugh, Jeff Kavanaugh, J24, up to bat. Takes the first pitch, gets contact, gets it to the left field. And the throw is good. Oh, he's safe. Nice hustle and running by Jeff Kavanaugh, wearing number 24. Speeds away to first and gets a great single. So Jeff keeping the Royals alive here in this bottom of the first inning as Quintero goes up to bat. One of 2 twins here for the Royals. Number 7, Isaac Quintero, senior. Kavanaugh leading off, and he's safe as Escalera checks first base. There goes Escalera on the pitcher's mound. The wind up the pitch. And we'll see what the ump says here. Oh, ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Check first, and he's safe. Jeff getting used. There's the pitch, and here goes Kavanaugh. He's running to second. Will he make it? And he's safe. Nice steal by Jeff Kavanaugh, number 24. And you can just hear the dugout and his teammates cheering him on as the Quartz Hill Royals staying strong here at the bottom of the first as the wind continues to wind here. How many times has Escalera's hat has come off on the mound? Here's the pitch. Quintero up on the count here, 3-0. So if I was Isaac, I'll definitely take my time with it and just hit what looks good. Escalera with the windup in the pitch. A little inside, and that's the 4th ball, and Quintero puts the bat down and walks to first base. So runners on first and second for the Royals. Gregory, number 16, up to bat now. Connor Gregory, left fielder for the Royals. Right before he gets some insight from one of his hitting coaches. Looks like to be Paul Toohey, associate head coach, first baseman. Been coaching for about 21 years for the Royals. So a lot of experience for the Quartz Hill Royals and a lot of chemistry as these players have been playing with each other for pretty much all their lives, from travel ball, from Little League to now high school and in the playoffs, right? So Escalera on the mound going against Gregory. Connor Gregory, number 16, left fielder in the batter's box. Escalera with the pitch. Chopper to right field in the gap. And he looks like he'll make it. There's a little hesitation from Charger Oak, and Quartz Hill Royals have loaded the bases. Bases are loaded with 2 outs here on the bottom of the first as number 21, Blake Johnson, third baseman, is getting cheered on by his team. Johnson kicking the dirt, getting hyped up, doing some check swings. He's ready to go against Escalera on the mound. So bases are loaded. And Johnson in the batter's box with the black and highlighted blue bat. Here's the first pitch looking high, and he'll take starting things off with a ball. Escalera wind up in the pitch, tipped away, and gets a strike from Johnson. So the count now 1-1. Still 0-0 here, bottom of the first. As Escalera is on the mound with bases loaded. Blake Johnson takes a strike right on the inside. And now he's down in the count with the 1-2. Escalera with the windup in the pitch. Nice contact from Johnson, and that will retire the inning. Royals were in position to score there, but did not do so as they get out of the bottom of the first. So this is now we're heading to the second inning. We'll be right back after these messages.
If you call that home.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Welcome back to CIF coverage, playoff action, Varsity Royals, the Quartz Hill Royals hosting the Charter Oaks Chargers. And you can catch all the latest streams here on subscribing to the City of Lancaster. That's on the YouTube channel. Catch all the latest streams, news, events, and other important actions if you subscribe to the City of Lancaster's YouTube page. So as we warm up here, looks like number 27, Ismael Quintaro, pitcher number 27. Going to do it again here as we start the top of the second. Number 4 from Charger Oak taking the batter's box, and that's Moses Medrano in the batter's box. Charger Oak in the blue and yellow, kind of like the Chargers, and the pinstripe are the white Quartz Hill Royals. The first pitch, Medrano fouls away. So Quintaro starting things good with the 0-1. Here's the windup in the pitch. Medrano takes it to left field, and it stays in. He's going to second base, and looks like he'll get a good double from that. It's a nice contact from Medrano off the pitch from Quintero, and he gets a double out of it. So the Chargers starting things pretty good here in the second inning, top of the first. This is our first telecast where we actually have the scoreboard, working here for the Quartz Hill Royals, and I'm kind of spoiled right now, but number 11 for Charger Oak takes the batter's box, and it's Jorge Aceves. Number 11. Yeah, Jorge Aceves. Runner checks safe.
Yes, please.
Getting ready for the pitch from Quintero. Wind up in the pitch, a little bit to the outside. As he watches the second baseman, making sure he's not leading off too much. That's Madrano with a great double earlier. Here's Quintero with an eye on Madrano at second base. Checking. Wind up in the pitch. Throws another ball, so he's down in the count 3-0. Runners on second. And Aceves up in the count. A very windy day here. A windy Thursday. Great Antelope Valley weather. As Quintaro is on the mound. Looks to second. Wind up, and here's the pitch. Right over the plate. And he's walking. Jorge Aceves. Jorge throws the orange bat on the ground, and he walks and takes his base. And Sepulveda goes to the mound and have some words with Quintero. Just like with anything else, probably just going through his motions. Probably reminding him of how he practiced yesterday. And just trying to, calm the nerves down. Sometimes you can get in your own head, especially when it comes to great, big, important games like this, like the playoffs. So a little meeting of the minds there at the pitcher's mound. As they have two runners now on first and second. So up the bat next for Charter Oak, Aiden Escarcega, number 5. I'm sorry, number 5. Vincent Carrillo up to bat. So here's Vincent Carrillo with the orange bat going against Quintaro at the pitcher's mound with runners on first and second. Here's the windup in the pitch. Looking high, and that starts things off with the ball from Quintaro. Carrillo steps outside the batter's box. Now he's back in. His batting stance high with the orange bat, waving it. Here's the windup in the pitch. Looking straight down the middle, and nope, doesn't go into the strike zone, so that's ball number 2. Runners on first and second. Quintaro out the mound. Carrillo steps out the batter's box, didn't like something. Now he's back in it. You definitely feel the intensity here as it's a scoreless game so far. Who's going to draw blood first? That's Quintaro at the pitcher mound. Orioles trying to get out this second inning here. Here's the windup in the pitch. A strike right down the middle. Vincent Carrillo back in the batter's box, waving that orange bat. Against Quintaro at the pitcher's mound. Checking runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Oh, fouled back. Goes into the dugout of the Chargers. It's Mel Quintaro at the pitcher's mound. The left-hander. Looks to runners on second. Here's the windup, the pitch. Ooh, contact right up the middle. Nearly caught, but the center field outfielder got it. He throws to cutting the home. No outs yet. Nobody didn't get out, and looks like bases are loaded. So what a single by number 5, Carrillo. Now bringing up number 26, Caleb Valencia for the Chargers. The bases loaded. As Quintaro checks all bases, wind up the pitch, goes into the dirt. Caleb Valencia with a check swing. Starting things off with a strike. Caleb Valencia with the, looks like a blue and black bat with highlighted with the orange and yellow there. That's Quintaro at the pitcher mound. Wind up in the pitch. Fouled away from Valencia. Right over the dugout. Here goes Sepulveda having some words with Quintaro. Just checking him really quick, making sure everything's good to go. As bases are loaded and there's no outs here. Top of the second. There's the windup in the pitch from Quintaro. A little bit low. And I'll go for a ball. So the count now is 1-2. Quintaro on the mound. Valencia back in that batter's box as Quintaro looks at his loaded bases. There's the windup in the pitch. A swing and a miss. And he retires him. Good job from Ismael Quintero retiring Valencia as number 1 comes up to bat. That looks like to be Michael Zubia. Michael Zubia back in the batter's box here. Right-hander going against the left-hander Quintaro. The wind is winding, and we're watching some great baseball action here as the bases are loaded. Here's the windup in the pitch. And a strike right down the middle. Good fastball by Quintero. Number 27 here. Trying to add more on the outs here with only 1 up, 1 down. Bases loaded. Here's the windup in the pitch from Quintero in the dirt. But good job from Sepulveda containing that pitch. Goes it back to the mound. Zubia, the 8th batter in the batting order of the Chargers, going against Quintaro here at the mound. Bases loaded. He flashes the bunt. He bunts. Here goes. Runners going to home. Will he get him out? And he's out. Nice infield play. Sharp play. As Medrano tries to go get first, and he's thrown out. It's a great fielding by Quartz Hill Royals. Great defense displayed here. But bases are still loaded, but now there are 2 outs. So Sepulveda going to have another quick word with Quintaro. Looks over there to the dugout, and the dugout still giving off the best cheers and energy and vibes to their teammates there in the pinstripes. As number 28 for the Charger Oak Chargers comes up to the plate right outside the batter's box, number 28, Aiden Martinez, senior from Charter Oak. It looks like Coach Elias Chav is also having a quick chat with the umpires as well. And I don't think he's putting his DoorDash order in, right? Okay. So the umpire over there cleaning up the home plate, making sure it's still visible in the dirt. Now Sepulveda cleans off his spot, and he'll get into his catching stance, crouch, as Quintaro goes back on the mound with bases loaded and with only 2 outs. So again, the Royals trying to come real strategic moving forward here as they're trying to advance to the second round. Wind up in the pitch. Start things off with the ball. Aiden Martinez back in the batter's box, wielding the black and blue, yellow and orange bat as he swings that high with the yellow gloves. Here's the windup in the pitch. Looking good. Is that a strike? Oh, second ball from Quintaro. Quintaro at the mound. Just needing one more out for the Royals to get to the bottom of the second and take turns for the Royals to start swinging. Going against Martinez. Martinez doesn't swing and does so with ball 3. So Quintaro hopefully grabs the dirt here, the left-hander, trying to calm the nerves down. 3 balls, 0 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. No pressure though, right guys? No pressure. Quintaro in the mound. You can hear the cheers from his dugout. Straight down the middle. Clutch strike thrown by Quintaro. So now the count 3-1. As Aiden Martinez still up in the count. Here's the windup in the pitch. Second strike, and we go to a full count. It's getting critical, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Bases are loaded, but we got 2 outs. The Royals in the white pinstripes going against the Chargers in the blue and yellow. As Martinez on the plate, waving that bat. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he walks him, which advances a runner score. So now the score 1-0. Number 11 in for the score for Charger Oak. And that was Jorge Aceves for the lead-taking run. So the score now 1-0. Charger Oak up by 1 run. And restarting the whole batting order again at number 1, Zach Escalera, the pitcher, number 2. Up to bat now, going against Quintaro. Here's the windup in the pitch. First pitch looking a little high there. That's the count 1-0. Escalera in the batter's box. Also wielding the same colored bat, but with blue gloves. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's a strike right down the middle from Quintaro. Looked like a great fastball there that hits the plate. Right over the plate. As the count now goes to 1-1. 2 outs here. Bottom of the second. Here's the windup in the pitch. Looking a little low for ball number 2. Escalera having better luck with his batting helmet not flying off as he's in the batter's box now versus the pitcher's mound. Quintaro checks and looks at the bases. He's on the mound. Here's the pitch. Oh, a swing and a miss from Escalera, making the count 2-2. Bunny ears all around as the Royals trying to get out of the bottom of the second here. Escalera, Zach Escalera in the batter's box going against Quintaro at the pitcher's mound. Here's the windup in the pitch. A swing and a miss, and he's retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 gone. And now the Royals will now take fate in their own hands as they go up to bat next. We'll be right back after these messages.
ready to go. We're off and running.
If you call that gone.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Call that gone.
Welcome one, welcome all to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals, who are 23-5, hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, who are 9-14. As Zach Escalera warms up here, number 2. And then now, number 12, Julian Salmon for the Charter Oak Chargers has the highest batting average, and he's the one to look out for the Royals to home in and trying to play extra defense and be on alert when he's up to bat in the batter's box. So up to next to bat is number 4 for the Royals, and I believe that's Connor Johnson. Troy Johnson. So Troy Johnson getting up to the batter's box here, number 4. He's actually the son of Sean Johnson, assistant coach for the Quartz Hill Royals. Coach Sean Johnson in his 6th year. And he's, raised a great son here, Troy Johnson, number 4, who's also a senior. So here's Escalera at the pitcher's mound. Here's flashing the bunt with the orange bat and gets the first strike. So Escalera's hat flying off again. But as long as he's getting strikes, right, it doesn't mind the hat flying off. So Johnson back in the batter's box. Wind up in the pitch and ties up the count with the 1-1 ball. Here's the windup in the pitch. Oh, hit chopper fouled away from Johnson. Count now 1-2. There's the windup in the pitch. Hit ball right up center field. Will the thrower get him? And he's out at the bag. So Troy with some contact on that, unfortunately, gets thrown out as it's 1 up, 1 down for the Chargers. Up next to bat, number 5 for the Royals, Jason Uribe, first baseman. A left-hander like myself in the left batter's box, and he takes the first pitch, and it's a strike. I think Zach Escalera needs to maybe get some tape for that hat. Keeps flying off, but as long as he's throwing those strikes, going against the left-hander here, Jason Uribe. Second pitch is a ball. Uribe with some check swings outside of the batter's box, goes back in. No runners on bases. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh. Foul ball hitting the fence here, kind of waking up everybody here behind the sports desk. As Jason Uribe goes back to the base, is trying to wake up his fans. Here's the windup in the pitch from Escalera. Goes into the dirt for ball 2. Bunny ears all around as the count goes to 2-2. Here's the windup in the pitch from Escalera. Inside, is it a strike? Let's find out. Ball number 3, full count. And Jason in control now in the batter's box as he goes into the left-hand stance. with the red bat. Here's the windup in the pitch. Mescalera. Ooh, a swing and a miss from Uribe, and he's retired for the up. Up next to bat now, number 9 for the Quartz Hill Royals, Rice. Owen Rice, shortstop, number 9. Rice steps into the batter's box, going against Escalera with the windup in the pitch. First pitch, a little bit low, and it gets a strike. The windup in the pitch. Rice gets right under it, fouling away to right field, and is fouled away. Vincent Carrillo tried to get to it, but couldn't run fast enough there. And you can't really outrun this wind. Hold on to your hats, right? As Rice goes back in the batter's box, number 9, Owen Rice, shortstop for the Quartz Hill Royals. Down 0-2 in the count. The pitch. Ball, good eye from Owen. Here's the windup in the pitch from Escalera. Hat comes off. So does the runner, is retired as well, and retires the bottom of the second inning as we go now to the top of the third, right? All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
Running.
If you call that on.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Welcome one, welcome all to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, as we are now in the month of May of 2024. And, you know, when it comes to May, I think of Mother's Day, and what a great opportunity to take your mom to the MOA this coming up Saturday, the 11th. You know, this is a great idea for Coach Kavanaugh and his son Jeff to, you know, recognize and maybe take out their special woman in their life, mom and wife, to the MOA Saturday, May 11th for some mother's tea. As Quintara continues to warm up here, score is 1-0. We got a close one. Could be anybody's game, as Quartz Hill hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, as number 12 steps up to the batter's box. And that's Julian Salmon, the highest batting average of the Chargers. And so now let's see if the Royals can take heed to that and respond accordingly. So Quintaro at the pitcher's mound, wind up in the pitch, starting things off with a ball. Here's the wind up in the pitch from Quintaro. Oh, it looks like it's fouled away from Salmon. Salmon wearing the white batting gloves and blue shoes, going against Quintaro with the windup. And the pitch right over the plate, and it's a strike. So the count now 2-1 for Quintaro, going against Charter Oak's best batter here, Julian Salmon. He takes one right to center field. Will he get it? He's under it, and he's out. Nice catch by Jeff Kavanaugh, number 24. Jeffrey Kavanaugh with a great catch for the first out. One up, one down, one gone for the Quartz Hill Royals. So number 10 coming up to the batter's box for the Chargers. And that's Martin Luna. Martin Luna in the batter's box. Takes the first pitch a little outside, and it's a ball. Second pitch is a strike right down the middle from Quintaro. Great pitch. Great rhythm right there. As the count now is 1-1. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, little check swing from Luna. And they'll count that, as a ball. He checked with the first baseman up to see if he followed through with that swing, and he didn't, so count as a ball. So the count now 2-1. Here's the windup in the pitch from Quintaro. Gets contact, fouled away. Hold on to your hats. There's no telling where that wind will take that foul ball. As we go back to the pitcher's mound, Ismael Quintaro. Wind up in the pit. Oh, hits the front of the plate right there. Sepulveda all over it. Throws it back to him. Now we got a full count. Quintaro looking at the selection of pitches, finds one, throws one, contact, and fouled away from Luna. Martin Luna, the third batter in the order of the Charter Oak Chargers. Say that 3 times fast. Charter Oak Chargers. All the way from West Covina, 75 miles away. And we brought them some great windy weather. I got Tiffany Johnson right beside me saying it's that great AV tropical breeze, and I couldn't agree more. It definitely is. And here's the windup in the pitch from Quintaro. Oh, contact from Luna. Going towards center. Will they catch it? Nice catch by number 15. From the right fielder there, number 15. Or was that number 5 who caught that? Was that number 5 or number 15? 15, right? Okay. Great catch by number 15 from the Royals. Left field. Here's the windup in the pitch from Quintaro. A swing and a miss from number 4 and start things off with a strike. So that's Moses Medrano, the Fort Batter senior for the Chargers. Gets another pitch and a swing and a miss. That's when Quintaro sends that right down the middle, steaming. So he's up in the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit outside. Gets a ball. So 2 up, 2 down, no outs as the Royals are hanging tough in the bottom of the second here. Here's the windup in the pitch. Oh, right through the catcher's legs and through the umpire's legs as well as the pitch runs away there. Hits the backstop. Moses Medrano with the silver bat and white batting gloves in the batter's box. Quintaro with the windup in the pitch. A swing and a miss and retires the Chargers on this inning. As Quintaro is met by the rest of the dugout team here. All right. All right, we'll be right back after these messages in a couple moments.
We're ready Go. We're off and running.
If you call that go.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Call that go.
All right, welcome one, welcome all. We're back to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals varsity boys hosting the Charter Oak Chargers for the 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Championships Division II tournament. If you joined us yesterday, we hosted the softball action, the Lancaster Eagles going against the Chaffee Tigers, and what a game there with the Lancaster Lady Eagles proved victorious as they won and advanced to the next round in softball, women's softball action. So we're here as Escalera is now warming up with some pitches. Number 2, the Chargers are up 1-0 as the Royals looking to scratch on the scoreboard as the catcher Sepulveda, number 19, up to bat, getting hyped up from his team from the dugout, the Quartz Hill Royals, getting ready to go. So Esteban Sepulveda, catcher number 19, in the batter's box going against Escalera, the right-handed Escalera. First pitch starts things off with some heat there, and that's a strike right down the middle. Here's the next pitch from Escalera. Throws another one right down the middle, and guess what happened? The hat fell off. As long as he's getting strikes for that, he's probably not minding it. Esteban back in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Contact over there to left field. He's running to first. Will he be safe? And he's out. Nice fielding by the Chargers with the long throw to first. And Sepulveda is thrown out. So Jonathan Mayers, number 2 in the batting order, second baseman number 12 for the Quartz Hill Royals. And the white pinstripes for the Quartz Hill Royals going against Escalera with the pitch. Starting things off with a strike. Escalera again, right down the middle, finding the same area and gets the strike. And again, the hat falling off there. Jonathan Mayers, second baseman with the orange bat, gets contact, little chop, and is fouled. So the Quartz Hill Royals overall record 23-5, where for league they're 12-2 with a great home record of 13-0. Oh, he hits it right there. Jonathan Mayers running to the base, hits it to left field. This dances on the line there and gets a great single. Great contact on that bat made. As it goes to left field there, right down the middle, a line drive, and he gets a reservation on first base. So big Jeff Kavanaugh, number 24, up to bat next with the silver bat, goes in the batter's box going against Escalera. Escalera checks the first, throws it, and he's safe.
Get wider.
So Maris leading off there on first. There's the pitch. And it's a ball. Surprisingly, a ball from Escalera there. The hat came off, and he threw a ball. So hopefully that might mess up the pattern now. But Kavanaugh back in the batter's box. Pitcher checks to first, and he's safe.
Yeah, Jeff.
So Jonathan Maris leading off a little bit. As Kavanaugh in the batter's box hits it straight to the pitcher's mound, up the center field, tags the runner out. And now that will be 2 outs. So Kavanaugh with a single up the middle there. But they caught Jonathan Maris running to second. So Quintaro, number 7, up to bat now, the twin brother of the pitcher, number 27. Here's the pitcher checking the first, and Kavanaugh remains safe. So I believe last time we spoke, I believe Ismail is the older brother, right? Okay. Isaac Quintaro in the batter's box. Score 1-0 as Escalera throws it, and Quintaro just fouls that away behind the backstop. If Quintaro gets the hit on base, pitcher checks to first. And he stays safe. Kavanaugh, number 24, safe at first. But if Quintaro can get a base hit here, swing and a miss, and he gets strike number 2. But Connor Gregory up next to bat, left fielder, if Quintaro can get on base here. Here's the windup in the pitch from Escalera, and that's a strike. And that retires the inning there for the Chargers. So up next to bat, when Quartz Hill goes back up again, will be Connor Gregory, number 16. Till we get to some infielding. All right, we'll be right back after these messages as we get into the bottom of the top of the 4th. We'll be right back.
Thank you for tuning into L28 This Week in Our City.
We're ready to go. We're off and running.
So, Keanu Reeves, if you ever watched it,
Call that on.
I love
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
With big smile on their face.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I did and are looking.
Welcome one, welcome all back to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals 23-5, hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, who are 9-14, for the first round of 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Championship Division II tournament. As again, Quartz Hill Royals hosting the Chargers, number 11 up to bat with the orange bat here, number 11, Jorge Aceves. The 5th batter in the batting order for the Chargers, going against Quintaro at the pitcher's mound. There's been a real great defensive game displayed today as Aceves fouls away the first pitch. Quintaro starting off things with a 0-1 count here, gets the first strike. But fouled away. Aceves gets the second pitch, and it's a ball. Top of the 4th here, 1-0. The Chargers in the lead right now with this run. Here's the pitch. Fouled away, going over to right field, past the dugout. Hopefully it doesn't hit any students. But we got a great turnout so far. We got students, we got parents, teachers watching this game. Good amount of people showing up, showing their support for the Quartz Hill Royals. So Quintaro at the pitcher's mound, the windup, the pitch from the left-hander, and it's a strike. And retires the first batter, Jorge Aceves. So coming up next, also number 5. Carrillo, Vincent Carrillo. First pitch is a ball right over a little high. I think the wind may have took that one, right? The wind? There's the windup in the pitch, fouled away from Carrillo. Again, another foul. But the count's still 1-1. There's a windup in the pitch from Quintaro over the plate. And it's another ball. Vincent Carrillo stepping back in the batter's box here. The right-hander going against the left-hander Quintaro. There's the windup in the pitch. Chopper right up the middle. Will he get out? He fumbles it. Ugh, and he stays safe. So a single made from a little bit of, with Quartz Hill helping out a little bit with the fielding. As Carrillo takes first base. Number 26 up to bat now for the Chargers. And that's Caleb Valencia, the 7th batter in the Chargers batting order, number 26. Caleb Valencia takes to the plate with one runner on first. There's the windup in the pitch. Starting things off with a ball for Quintaro. With one runner on first. Looking at the bag, here's the pitch. Ball number 2. Quintero at the mound. Going against Valencia. Valencia. Swing and a miss. Checking for a runner first base, and he's safe. What a check. What a throw to first from Sepulveda there. To first base trying to get Carrillo out, but he remains safe. Number 26, Caleb Valencia, senior, and the batter's box as the wind continues to blow away. Quintero. Pop up. Sepulveda try to get to it, and it goes past the batter, past the stop. So Sepulveda puts the mask back on and gets into the catcher's position as we have one runner on first base. Vincent Carrillo for the Chargers. Valencia at the plate. Quintero with the windup in the pitch. And that's ball number 3. So a full count coming up for Valencia. Valencia in the batter's box. The pitch, and it's a strike. Nice job by Quintero retiring that batter for the Chargers, and number 1 gets into the batter's box, and that's going to be Michael Zubia for the Chargers. So Zubia in the batter's box, number one. One runner on first. Now it's Carrillo. First pitch is a ball. Quintaro's hat staying on his head, so he's not having that same problem that Scalera's having. There's the windup in the pitch right over the plate, and it's looks like ball number 2. So this is Joseph Leah with the commentary here, sideline reporting Tiffany Johnson, working the graphics and the switcher, in the graphics, Annabelle Vogue, and Jacobo Garrido, our lone cameraman out there in the infield. Here's the windup in the pitch. Fouled away over the fence. So the count now, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs as the Quartz Hill Royals trying to get out of here at the top of the 4th. Here's the windup in the pitch from Quintero, and it's a strike. Bunny years all around with the 2-2 count. Quintero looking at runner on first. Checks runner on first, and he's safe. Carrillo. Vincent Carrillo, number 15, safe at the first bag. As Quintero at the mound. Wind up in the pitch. And that's a strike, and that's 3 up, 3 down, 3 gone for the Quartz Hill Royals as they get out at the top of the 4th, and it'll be their turn to bat when we come back here. You're listening and watching to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals. We'll be right back after these messages.
We're ready to go. We're off and running.
If you call that home.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Call that home.
All right, welcome one, welcome all to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals, 23-5, hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, who are 9-14. This game is part of the 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Championships Division II tournament, where right now you're seeing Escalera warming up here for the Chargers, going against the Quartz Hill Royals, and right now the Royals are down by 1 run. And like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be Connor Gregory, left fielder, up to bat next, number 16. As the Quartz Hill Royals trying to scratch the scoreboard and get on the board themselves. But it's been a great game so far. A lot of defensive plays made, and a lot of wind, a lot of hats falling off, a lot of foul balls flying away. But it's been a great game nonetheless. And the Quartz Hill Royals is trying to take it game by game here in the playoffs. So as the ump cleans home plate, Connor Gregory, left fielder, number 16, trying to start things off for the Quartz Hill Royals, goes to the batter's box. Here's Connor Gregory, number 16, in the batter's box. Escalera with the pitch. Ooh, and he gets hit right there on the left leg, and Gregory throws the bat away, and he'll take his prize for taking that pitch, and that's a first base prize. So when you play Let's Get Hit by the Pitch, you get a base. So started things off with a wild pitch. Escalera throwing one of the first batter to the first base. So number 21 in the batter's box for the Quartz Hill Royals, Blake Johnson, and he'll get some contact as the infield tries to get it. He draws it out, but he advances his teammate to second. So Connor Gregory enjoying some advancements to second base, as now Troy Johnson, right fielder, son of Sean Johnson, nodding his head to the dugout, and he's getting ready to hopefully get some contact from Escalera. Escalera with the orange bat in the batter's box, getting ready. Troy Johnson takes the first pitch, and that's the strike from Escalera. Hopefully, Johnson can probably get a ribby here. Hopeful thinking, as we have one runner in advanced scoring position. Takes the pitch, hat flies off, and that's now the count is 1-1. Troy Johnson Sr. for the Quartz Hill Royals, wielding the orange bat, going against Escalera. Escalera checks for second. No, he pivots and keeps the ball. And it looks like he'll reset again. Troy Johnson over the plate here. The pitch from Escalera. Hits it right straight up the middle. Running the first, and he gets a single. Actually, he gets out. And he advances the runner to third. So he grounds out, sends Gregory to third base, as now Jason Uribe, the left-hander, takes to the batter's box. Escalera with the pitch. Hat flies off. Runner going to home, and he's safe. Nice run by number 16. Connor Gregory gets the tying run. And you get to see the dugout that's cheering him on. Great support by the Quartz Hill Royals here, as they now tied the ball game up 1-1 as we're here at the bottom of the fourth. Escalera going against Jason Uribe. And throws a second ball. Looks like the catcher going to speak to Escalera, trying to calm him down now, have a little quick meeting. And so as they talk, looks like hopefully calming his nerves down a little bit. The catcher for the Chargers going back to his position. That's Uribe going back to his position. With the count 2-0, 2 outs. So the Chargers trying to get out of this bottom of the fourth here. But Uribe, let's see what he does here. Swings, fouls it back. And the hat flies off again from Escalera. Count 2-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Nice contact from Jason. It goes to left field. Oh, it falls right in the gap, and the wind probably had something to do with that. That Antelope Valley wind playing in our favor. So now Uribe is going to get a pinch runner, number 31, covering for him now. Will now pinch run. Number 31. Who is that? So number 31 takes his place. I don't have a name on that particular player yet, but we'll soon eventually. But up to bat next, number 9, Rice. Owens Rice.
Go ask me.
So number 9, Owens Rice at the field. I think that's Castaneda, but we'll find out. So the calling off and we're back to play here. Okay. Escalera wind up in the pitch right down the middle, and that's a ball. Got it. So number 31 is actually Marley Castaneda, pinch runner, slides back on the bag, and he's safe. So he's the pinch runner for Jason Uribe, who made that single, is Marley Castaneda. So thank you for our team. They're giving us that information. Here's a throw from Escalera right over the plate, and that will be still 2-0 on the count. So he checks for the bag, and runner is safe. Marley Castaneda safe. Pinch runner for Jason Uribe. Escalera gets the ball back from the first base, and Rice gets back into the batter's box. Owen Rice, shortstop number 9 for the Royals in the pinstripes. Here's the pitch, a little inside, and that's ball number 3 from Escalera, and the hat falls off the head again. So the Chargers definitely feeling the wind here as it throws to first, checks runner, and he's safe. Marley Castaneda at the bag in scoring position. As Rice is in the batter's box. There's a little high there inside. And it looks like he'll take his base. Rice throws the bat down. Number 9, Rice going to first. Castaneda at second. And up to bat next is number 12, Jonathan Maris. Is it Maris or Maris, guys. Thank you so much. So Jonathan Maris did a walks to first as Sepulveda, the catcher, in the batter's box. Sepulveda's first pitch is a strike as Escalera goes on the pitcher's mound, gets the ball back. And his checks are going to be a little busy as he's checking first and second. Runners occupying the bags. Here's the windup in the pitch over the plate and over the backstop as Sepulveda fouls that one away. Sepulveda, the athletic catcher for the Royals, now in the batter's box, number 19. Going against Escalera. Sepulveda calls time, needs to make an adjustment. Probably got something in his eye from all this wind. The wind is winding, blowing all sorts of dust, particles, anything here in the Antelope Valley. And Sepulveda looks like he's good to go. Goes back in the batter's box against Escalera. Runners on first and second for the Royals. Here's the pitch, a little bit high. Looks like that was high from the jump. You could just follow that trail right there. As the score remains 1-1 here. Bottom of the fourth, runners on first and second. Esteban Sepulveda over the plate, going against the right-hander Escalera with the pitch. And that's bunny ears all around with the count 2-2. Sepulveda adjusting his batting stance, wearing the navy blue gloves. Here's the windup in the pitch from Escalera over the plate. It's a strike. And that retires the bottom of the fourth inning, where I must say, if you want to know what's coming up this week in Lancaster. A commercial? When we come back? All right, sorry about that. If you want to know what's coming up this week in Lancaster, follow us on Instagram at City of Lancaster CA and get update videos every Friday of what to expect from L28 and city events. That's Instagram, City of Lancaster CA, and it's a great page to follow, great content, great posts, and we show and highlight a lot of the members of our community. So please, when you get some time, if you're not already following, follow the City of Lancaster Instagram page. All right. Should we get a commercial or should we continue? So welcome all to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals 23-5, hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, who are 9-14-1. We just ended the fourth inning, entering the top of the fifth with the score is 1-1. Quintaro at the pitcher's mound, warming up here as we've been seeing some great infield defense by both teams, thus a tied score. So number 28 coming up next to bat for the Chargers, and that's Aiden Martinez. He's the ninth batter in the order, senior, in the blue and yellow for the Chargers. And here's the pitch from Quintero. Ooh. And start things off with a ball. So number 28, he flashed a bunt there, but got a ball. So Aiden Martinez swings in the midst this time, and it's a strike. 1-1 count for Quintero. And I'm telling you, the winds here are probably, I would say, about 23 miles per hour as Quintaro throws a strike right down the middle. Aiden Martinez, the senior, in the batter's box, rocking the yellow gloves. There's the windup in the pitch from Quintero inside. Nice strike. You can see it coming a mile away, and he retires Martinez, number 28 from the Chargers. And we'll start the count again. But now it looks like he looks familiar, and that is the pitcher from the Charter Oak Chargers, number 2, Escalera, Zach Escalera. Gets the pitch from Quintero. The first one, a little high to the outside, ball. Escalera getting the second ball from Quintero. As we're chilling here at the top of the fifth, score tied 1-1 with 2 balls on the count. Here's the windup in the pitch. The left-hander, Quintaro, gets that strike right down the middle. So the Royals, Quintaro with the windup in the pitch, getting strike number 2. Now the count, bunny ears, 2-2 for Quintero. Zach having a little bit better with the batting helmet versus the regular hat as he gets a ball from Quintero, and that's going to bring it to a full count. So the count, full count, 3-2. Here's the windup in the pitch from Quintero, and it looks like Escalera fouls that one away as number 10 here tries to get the ball for the Chargers. There's Quintero, finds the selection of pitches, agrees to it, throws it, and that's a strike. Retires Escalera, the pitcher from the Chargers. And that's 2 up, 2 down, 2 gone for the Quartz Hill Royals as number 12 for the Chargers steps up to the batter's box. And that's their best batter, Julian Salmon, number 12. Julian Salmon, great talent here as he's only a sophomore for the Chargers. Going against Quintero here with the Royals. The 1-0 pitch and fouled away, 1-1. Ball flies away here and get the ball back there. There we go. And Sepulveda back in his catching stance. As Quintero agrees to the pitch. Throws it. Contact from number 12 going to nice catch by number 4. Isaac Quintero. Troy Johnson, right fielder right there. Great catch from Troy. As the Royals retire the inning. And now we're here going towards the bottom of the 5th. All right. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching L28 Sports coverage.
Running.
If you call that home.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Call that home.
Welcome one, welcome all to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals 23-5 hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, who are 9-14 for 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Championships Division II tournament action here. And it's been a great game so far. Really tight. 1-1 is the score as we head towards the bottom of the 5th. Same pitchers here pitching away, and that would be number 2, Zach Escalera, going against Ismael Quintero from the Quartz Hill Royals. But Jonathan Mares, number 12, great hitter so far for the Royals, comes up to the batter's box. Jonathan Mares, second baseman, wielding the orange bat. We'll see what happens here. As Escalera throws the first pitch, hat comes off, and that's a ball. Escalera having pretty good luck. When the hat comes off, usually he throws a strike, but lately he's been evening out with the ball. Here comes the pitch, and that's a strike. So I've been counting some stats on the side here. Every time the hat comes away from Escalera, usually 1 out of 3 times it's a strike. But here goes another pitch. Ooh, almost hitting Mares right there on the left shoulder, but he dodges that as he brings the count to 2-1. So Mares at the plate gets the pitch. Oh, chopper down up the middle, running his fastest to first. Will he get it? And that's an out.
Great catch.
So Mares grounding out on first base as Big Jeff Kavanaugh, number 24, heading to the batter's box. And you know, when you see number 24, you gotta think of Kobe Bryant there wearing the same number 24, and hopefully I think it ties in the same as well, as Kavanaugh takes a ball for the first pitch. But I'm sure if you're wearing number 24, you got to definitely be aware of that Mamba mentality. All right, Kavanaugh in the batter's box. Gets the pitch. And great eye there as he gets ball number 2. Escalera with the ice on the inside, really brought the heat on that one and gets the strike. So the count now 2-1 as Kavanaugh is outside the batter's box trying to find that right pitch right there from Escalera as he throws it. Oh, fouled off away past the batter's box. Look for the ball, guys. Okay, nobody hit. Good. All right. Kavanaugh, number 24, back in the batter's box with the count. Bunny ears as it's 2-2. Escalera at the mound. Wind up in the pitch. Right down the middle, and it's a ball. And we reach to a full count. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. No runners on any bases as Escalera winds up and pitches it. Nice contact by Kavanaugh right up the middle. And great single for Kavanaugh. Jeff, nice contact on that. Going straight up the middle. Now, if it wasn't windy, I think that ball would have probably go further, but due to the wind here. Only stops at as a single. So here, a quick meeting of the minds here as Escalera has a little conference section here. From the Charter Oak Chargers. And that might be Jonathan Ortiz, the assistant coach, speaking, having a few words with his pitcher and catcher on the mound. So the Charter Oak Chargers in the blue and yellow reminding me of the San Diego Chargers and the Rams colors there. But all right, looks like the meeting is over and is concluded as number 7, Isaac Quintero, designated hitter, steps up to the plate. So Quintero back in the batter's box, hits the plate, going against Escalera as we have 1 runner on first. He flashes the bunt. Oh, and he gets hit. Hey. And it's okay, when you get hit by a pitch and it doesn't hurt that much, it even feels better once you get on the base. There's some sort of healing powers once you get to that bag. All right, so Gregory up to bat next. The left fielder, Connor Gregory, number 16, 5th batter in the batting order. Gregory looking at some of the signals from their coach there. That's probably Coach Paul Toohey. As Escalera goes on the pitcher's mound. And he hits it, contact made over there towards right field, rolls away, and the runners around in the bases are running hard. Jeff Kavanaugh scores and slides in as Quintero, adding 2 more runs. As the score now, it's 3-1 as the Quartz Hill Royals getting hyped up with their support taking the lead. So what a hit made by Connor Gregory. Great triple made as Johnson now steps up to the batter's box, and hopefully he can continue the momentum. Blake Johnson, 3rd baseman, takes to the batter's box as the Royals hyped up from that hit. First swing, first pitch, fouled away as we go to the 0-1 count for Johnson. Blake Johnson, 3rd baseman, trying to continue the momentum here. Takes the next pitch high as the count is 1-1. Bottom of the 5th here. And we just saw some great RBI from Connor Gregory there. Johnson with some contact goes right up the middle, but it's popped out. And now we'll go to now 2 outs as we still have a runner in scoring position. And Troy Johnson now will take to the plate now. Troy Johnson, number 4, right fielder, made a great catch a couple moments ago. And again, son of assistant coach Sean Johnson. In the batter's box. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it rolls away there as the hat flies off again from Escalera. So Johnson in the plate. Outside the batter's box here. Wielding the high fluorescent orange bat. He takes the pitch here. It's a ball from Escalera. So a ball from Escalera as he's on the mound. Trying to stay his ground here. Here's the pitch, a little high. Came close to the head of Troy Johnson there. There's a swing in the strike right down the middle from Escalera, bringing the count to 3-1. So Escalera trying to get himself out this hole here. Trying to bring his Chargers out at the 5th inning. Here's the windup in the pitch. Hits the dirt, and Johnson going to go ahead and throws the bat down and is going to go ahead and take a bag. As he meets Paul Toohey, the first baseman coach. All right, so a quick team meeting here as Coach Kavanaugh and the squad gathered together here to talk some strategy here, bringing in the crew as they over here towards third base as they're strategizing, trying to realize and protect this lead here as we are still at the bottom of the 5th with pretty much 2 more innings left to go here, and you're witnessing some great playoff baseball action here from the Quartz Hill Royals and the Charter Oak Chargers. All right, looks like that meeting has concluded. As Jason Uribe, first baseman, one of the lone left-handers here for the Quartz Hill Royals, gets back in the batter's box. Big J, Jason Uribe, oh, pitcher checks to first, and he's safe. Troy Johnson trying to lead off the bag a little bit here as Escalera throws the pitch right down the middle. The count now is 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 5th, score 1-3. Thank you for joining and watching us and catching this action as Escalera throws to first and the runner remains safe, and that's Troy Johnson, number 4. Here's a pitch from Escalera. Johnson right under it. Pops it up. Will he get it? And it's caught by the Chargers. That was and they retire the inning. So now as we go to the bottom of the 5th, heading towards the top of the 6th, Quartz Hill still in the lead, 3-1. We'll go ahead and throw it back to a commercial. We'll be right back after these messages.
We're ready to go. We're off and running.
If you
ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Welcome one, welcome all to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals 23-5 hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, who are 9-14. You're witnessing 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Championship Division II tournament action. And you know what, guys? I'm getting a little bit hungry. But let's let you know, Monday night bites are coming back every Monday from 5 to 9 at Steve Owens Park. There's tasty food, safe fun for everyone. They'll have the DJ out there, possibly some jumping jump houses possibly, but I mean, it's on and cracking at Monday Night Bites. If you're definitely hungry, stop by, check it out, get some food, and enjoy what the community brings to you. All right, so as we come back to the game, Quintaro facing off against number 10 here, Martin Luna for the Chargers. And here's the pitch. Luna gets contact, hits it up the center field. Looks like Kavanaugh's under. Oh, Troy Johnson on that. Troy with a nice catch, and that's 1 up, 1 down, 1 gone for the Quartz Hill Royals as number 4, Moses Medrano, senior for the Chargers, steps up to the plate. Quintaro on the mound, throws the pitch, hits the dirt, and that's a ball. So after Moses Medrano here, depending on what his result is, nonetheless, Jorge Aceves up next to bat. Okay. All right, and here's the windup in the pitch from Quintaro, right down the middle, strike. Bringing the count to 1-1. Nice pitch. Oh, there it is. And it's looking a little high there, and that's a ball. Ball number 2 for Quintaro. As the Royals in control here. Up 2 runs. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled away from, see if Uribe trying to get under it. Goes over the fence. And hopefully didn't hit any kids there. But there, yep, everybody's safe, good to go. Looks like Dad's trying to get the ball, throws it back there. Okay, we're good. All right, no harm, no foul, only the ball as we venture back to the mound. Number 4, Moses Medrano in the batter's box with the bunny ears count being 2-2 as Quintaro at the mound. The left-hander with the pitch right over the plate. And it's a ball going to a full count now, 3-2. Here's the pitch from Quintaro. Knocked out to left field. Let's see if he can get under it. Oh, it's... And here's the... Of course, it was trying to field it, and it's a nice double from Medrano. Connor Gregory couldn't get under there quick enough, leading to this double from Quintaro. Looks like they're going to probably pitch run. So Medrano is out. Number 24 is in. So they got a pitch runner for the Chargers as number 24, Mark Steven Perez for the Chargers, takes the second base. He's a junior at the second base. And a little meeting here between Esteban and Quintaro. He's trying to calm down his pitcher here as we still have lots of game left here. 2 innings left, top of the 6th. As Esteban, without his helmet, walks back to his box. All right, puts it back on, and he's looking ready to go as the Quartz Hill Royals throw some signals out there, and we're back to play. So Aceves, Jorge Aceves in the batter's box, wielding the orange bat. Oh, game play. Game stop right here, a little game pause action. Okay, now we're back in it. The left-hander, Quintero, at the mound. Looking. Registers the pitch. Throws it. Fouled away. Jorge Aceves, the fifth batter in the batting order of the Chargers, designated hitter. The DH. Gets back in the batter's box, hits the plate. That's Quintero looking off second. The left-hander in control here at the mound. Looking, wind up in the pitch. Looking real good as he throws that strike over the plate. As now the count now is 0-2. Jorge Aceves rocking the yellow batting gloves and wielding the painted orange bat. As Quintero at the mound, looking to second, throws the pitch. Oh, Sepulveda about to gun it to second, making sure that runner stays within the, doesn't leads off too much. So the Chargers with one runner in scoring position at the second base. One out with the count 1-2. And here's the pitch right over the plate. Contact made from Aceves, fouls away, goes over the backstop, and everybody's okay. All right. So Quintero, umpires stop and play for a little moment as the batter gets out the batter's box. Number 11, Jorge Aceves, squaring off against Ismael Quintero at the pitcher's mound. The left-hander looking at second, throws the pitch a little bit low, guns it, Sepulveda, and he's out! Nice, out by Sepulveda, throws the cannon and gets Perez out. What a throw by Sepulveda. And it's usually your catchers have those cannons of arms. I mean, from home plate to second. Elias Chavez having some words with the ump, trying to figure out what's going on there, trying to plead his case. As the Quartz Hill Royals go ahead and meet up and give the infield a little meeting here. Esteban, Sepulveda, with Quintero and the rest of the infield crew from the Quartz Hill Royals holding it down here as they still maintain the lead with 2 runs, 3-1, as we remain here at the top of the 6th. Thank you for watching L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, and it's been a great game so far. It's not a blowout. It's still 1-3, and this is what playoff baseball is all about. It could go anyone's way. Just to let you know, this just in, Lancaster softball, the Lancaster Eagles have just won the second round and will be advancing to the third round. So great news all around here in women's softball for the Lancaster Eagles. Congratulations, girls, and good luck in that third round. All right. So I'm really excited about that. The Lancaster Eagles advancing, and now hopefully the Quartz Hill Royals can advance as well here as Quintero with the bunny ear count 2-2 going against Jorge Aceves. Here's the windup pitch. Aceves fouls out away past the Chargers dugout. You're listening to Joseph Leo on commentary. Tiffany Johnson, sideline reporting, working the graphics. Annabelle Vo and our lone cameraman out there in the field, Jacobo Garrido. And here's the pitch from Quintero, and almost hits, speaking of Jacobo, goes in his direction. All right, so Quintero gets the ball back. He's heading back to the mound. If you just joined us, you just missed Esteban throwing the runner off at second base. What a great throw and out by Esteban Sepulveda. Here's the pitch, right towards the right gap. Throws to first, Jason Uribe, and he's out. And the Royals retire that inning as we head towards the bottom of the sixth. And the Royals are charged up here, hyped up, riding the momentum here. All right, and we'll be right back from this commercial break.
We're ready to go. We're off and running.
If you call that gone.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Call that gone.
Welcome one, welcome all to L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals, 23-5, hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, 9-14. You're witnessing 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Division II Tournament playoff action, as looks like Escalera is not pitching anymore, as we're having a pitcher switch for the Chargers. This is going to be now number 3 for the Chargers. This is junior Marcus Reese, the right-hander Marcus Reese, now taking the mound duties instead of Zach Escalera. So here he goes. We're venturing to the bottom of the sixth here as Owens Rice, number 9, shortstop, takes to the batter's box, rocking the white batting gloves and the red-orange bat. Here's the pitch, starting things off with a strike. The number 3, Marcus Reese, the right-hander, started things off good here for himself. Oh, contact made by Rice, hitting it right towards the right gap in the infield, and he gets a great single. Nice single by number 9, Owens Rice, the shortstop for the Quartz Hill Royals. Guess who's up to bat next? Esteban Sepulveda, number 19. So here goes number 19, Esteban Sepulveda, onto the great, well-kept, maintained field of the Quartz Hill Royals. Oh, flashing the bunt. Runner goes back to first as Reese. Marcus Reese trying to look and register the next pitch. Count 1-0 with runners on first. Oh, nice contact made. Sepulveda gets under it and is going towards center field. Looks like it's out of here. Home run by Esteban Sepulveda, bringing 2 runners in. Sepulveda with a great RBI. Nice job by Rice is in. And here goes Sepulveda. You can hear the crowd cheer. And there it is. You can feel the hype. That's what it means to be on a team right there, folks. Getting that support. Getting those cheers in. What a great hit. Hopping. Knocks it right over the fence. Over the blue and yellow fence. As Jonathan Mares, riding the waves of momentum, gets into the batter's box, number 12. Pitch by Reese goes into the dirt. But what a game so far. Great hitting, great pitching, great fielding. It's great overall aspects of the game. all you want in a great playoff game. We got the ingredients. And here's the pitch from Reese. And that's ball number 2. What a game so far. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ball number 2. So the score 1-5 as the Royals brought in 2 more runs, and Mares throws the bat down and takes a walk to first base. Gets a pound up from the first baseman coach, Paul Toohey. As now Big Jeff Kavanaugh. Jeff Kavanaugh, number 24, steps up to the plate. Here's the windup, the pitch, right down the middle, and it's a strike. Kavanaugh back in the batter's box here in the pinstripes. No gloves. Takes the pitch. Ooh, a little bit inside. That's ball number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Kavanaugh. As we have 1 runner at first, and that's Johnny Mares. Reese looking over there at the first base. Here's the pitch. Kavanaugh comes over it, fouling it away, past the dugout, over the dugout of the Chargers. So now the count is 1-2 as Reese is up in the count. Marcus Reese replacing Zach Escalera for the Chargers. And now he'll take over the pitching duties, and so far so good, but has 1 runner on first base. Here's the pitch. Kavanaugh gets underneath it again and fouls it away. Kavanaugh getting those cheers and hypes from his team there from the Quartz Hill dugout. Oh, a swing and a miss, and he gets retired from Reese. So up next to bat, Quintero, number 7. Isaac Quintero, the designated hitter, number 7. All right. Gets up to the plate here. Going against Reese. Reese with the windup in the pitch. And start things off with the ball. As Johnny Maris still leads off first base. Reese looks over. Throws the pitch a little bit high as it goes into ball number 2. So bottom of the 6th. Score still 5-1 as the Quartz Hill Royals building a great 4-run lead, hosting the Charter Oak Chargers. Pitch goes over the plate, and that's the strike for Marcus Reese. So Marcus Reese at the mound there. Throws the pitch, and the runner runs off to second. And a little error there from the infield. The shortstop, number 10, with an abrupt error. As now we got runners occupying both first and second bags in the game. Kavanaugh talking to the umpire here. Having a little discussion. Couldn't imagine what it could be about, but maybe about the batting order or the pitching order. I'm not too sure, but he had a discussion there. Oh, pinch runner. There we go. We got some great fans here informing me and helping me out with the game. He's actually substituting the first baseman runner. So we got number 22 now. So he pinches Quintero and Isaac. So number 22. Simpson? All right, thank you so much for that. Simpson now occupying bag number 1. All right, so Reese at the mound. Going against Connor Gregory, number 16, left fielder. Here's the pitch. Ooh, Gregory dodging that like the Matrix. That pitch. You saw that almost hit him, but he dodged that. He'll step back in the batter's box. So Ian Simpson on first base. And Gregory fouls this one away as number 26 tries to get to it, but not fast enough. And Johnny Mares at second base. So runners on first and second. Gregory at the plate. Going against Reese. Reese with the windup in the pitch. Gregory fouls that also, and now the count is 1-2. The Reese at the mound. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Gregory gets underneath it, and it falls right into the right gap, and he gets a nice single, and bases are loaded as Johnson, number 21, retrieves the bat. Blake Johnson, third baseman, number 21. As Reese on the mound there. Throws the bases loaded pitch, and it's fouling away towards the right and fouled off from Johnson. On a very windy day here now. It started off pretty flat, this hot and sunny, and now it's getting towards about 5:22 now, and the winds have picked up here. But Johnson, getting more advice from the coaching staff, steps back into the batter's box. Blake Johnson. Bases loaded. Flashes the bunt. And gets a strike from Reese. Johnson looking over there to see what to do, getting some signals and signs. I believe it's Manuel Mobley right there, the hitting coach. Flashes the bunt and fouls that one away as it goes down to 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. We got 1 out. And we're chilling here right now at the bottom of the 6th. So the Quartz Hill Royals looking at some light at the end of the tunnel if they can get out of this inning here. Ooh. Bunny ear count with the 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The right-hander Reese on the mound. Marcus Reese throws the pitch. Ooh, I saw that kind of curving though. Almost hits Johnson. Did it hit him? It looked like it hit him. But he shakes his head as he gets back in that batter's box, wielding the black and blue bat. Here goes Marcus Reese with the throw. Fouls it away. So Blake Johnson, third baseman, with some work to do. Bases loaded, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 1 out. All in favor for the Royals so far. Here's the pitch. Oh, a swing and a miss, and Johnson comes out in on the... Gets the bad deal from that full count. So the next Johnson, Troy Johnson, right fielder, number 4, up to bat now. Troy Johnson going back in the batter's box there, going against Marcus Reese. Wielding the orange bat. Here's the windup in the pitch. A little bit inside and start things off with the ball. With bases still loaded.
Guys, we're going to close this inning with subscribing to YouTube.
All right, here's the windup in the pitch. A little bit high, and that's ball number 2. Troy Johnson getting the cheers and hyping this from his dugout. And here's the pitch from Reese. And a good eye from Johnson as he takes ball number 3. No strikes, 2 outs still. And we'll see what Troy could do here as Marcus Reese on the mound. And he walks him as that brings another runner in. That's Johnny Maris walks in for run number 6 as they now increase the lead with the score now 1-6. Looks like there's a meeting at the mounds here. Coach Chavez is going to speak to Marcus Reese, and that might be it for him as they're going to switch out to another pitcher. And this is going to be a taller individual here. Looks like number 34 for the Chargers. That's, let me see if I can get a number here. Mark Lopez, senior. Number 34, Mark Lopez for the Charter Oak Chargers, heading to the mound, about to accept new pitching duties, and he'll get some warm-up pitches here, number 34, at the mound. So he'll get some warm-up pitches to transition and just fall into the mound. As Coach Chavez is trying to stop the momentum of the Quartz Hill Royals, which the Quartz Hill Royals have been on a very great groove so far, with great fielding, great hitting, great pitching all around. So looking like they're on their way to get to the next round of playoffs as we chill here at the bottom of the 6th. Mark Lopez still warming up here. All right, just to let you know, also the Quartz Hill softball girls have also won in advance, 10-0 in their most recent game. 10-2 actually. 10-0 was the score again. 10-0. Quartz Hill varsity softball girls advancing also to the next round. So we have the Lancaster Eagles also advancing, softball girls, and the Quartz Hill Royals as well. And shortly after, the boys are going to join in the action as well as the Quartz Hill Royals looking on their way to advance to the next round as well, and hopefully can continue their journey past that round as well. So big Jason Uribe, a little biased because I'm left-handed myself in the left-hand batter's box, and he takes the pitch from Lopez, and that starts things off with a ball. So bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 ball, Quartz Hill in control. And here's the pitch from Lopez. over the plate, and it's another ball number 2. So Jason Uribe, the left-hander in the batter's box, going against Marcus Lopez, also another left-hander. So we got 2 left-handers battling it out. Count 3-0. Lopez with the 3-0 pitch. And he'll throw his bat down. Jason Uribe will take a base as another scorer runs in. And that will be from number 22, Ian Simpson. So Ian Simpson gets into the action too as he goes to home plate and is greeted by the dugout team of the Quartz Hill Royals. And Owens Rice, number 9, take to the batter's box, going against the left-handed Mark Lopez. So here's Rice, shortstop, number 9, Owen Rice, in the batter's box. Takes the first pitch as a ball. Base is still loaded. And the Chargers trying to get out the bottom of the 6th inning here. Here's the windup in the pitch. Nice. Owens Rice back in the batter's box there. Up in the count, 2-0 from Mark Lopez. Left-hander pitch, and that's a strike. Now he gets contact with the Rice. It gets right into the left gap. Number 4 comes in with the score. Troy Johnson gets it in the run, and now it's 7-1. So Jason Uribe up at first base, and guess who's up next to bat? Esteban Sepulveda, number 19. Coming soon to bat. As Mark Lopez gets to talk from Coach Chavez here, and Chavez will get another pitcher, number 23. Also the bat. Looks like he's a right-hander here, number 23. And that's going to be Aaron Ledesma. Aaron Ledesma Jr. now going to the mound, and he'll get some warm-up pitches as well. Yes, the score, updated score now 9-1. As Coach Chavez is trying to make some changes here, trying to switch the tides, as they say. As now, it's not Mark Lopez anymore, number 23, Aaron Ledesma Jr. at the mound now. Aaron Ledesma. All right, we'll go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching L.
We're ready to go. We're off and running.
If you call, they're gone.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Call, they're gone.
All right, welcome on. We're back to L28 Sports coverage of some high school playoff baseball game between the Quartz Hill Royals against hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, as Esteban Sepulveda, the catcher, steps up to the plate. And takes a strike as the first pitch from Ledesma. Aaron Ledesma, a new pitcher. This is the 3rd pitcher for the Chargers, taking a wield at it. And Sepulveda at the plate. Here's the windup in the pitch from Ledesma, and it goes in the ground, fouled away as strike number 2. So Sepulveda shaking it off. I think he might got a little bit of contact from that pitch, but everything looks to be A-OK as Ledesma on the pitcher's mound registers the pitch selection. Throws it, and it looked a little bit high there as it goes for ball number 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th. The score is 1-9. Quartz Hill in control with the 8-run lead. And here's the pitch from Ledesma. Goes into the dirt. Checking at the first base umpire, and everything looks good to go. No check swing. So now we got the bunny ear count 2-2. And Sepulveda gets back in the batter's box. Aaron Ledesma throws it. And now it's the full count. 3-2. Base runners on first and second. As we are chilling here at the bottom of the 6th. Ledesma throws the pitch into the dirt as runners advance. As he walks Esteban Sepulveda, as now we got runners occupying all the bags. So up next to bat, Johnny Mares, number 12. But we got a pinch runner here, number 2, Temper, coming in, replacing Sepulveda. So number 2 coming in to pinch run. That's Evan Temper. Like Pepper, but with the T as in Tom. All right, so Evan Tepper getting some nice play time in. As Ledesma throws it over the plate, and that's a... should be a ball. Here's the next pitch. Strike. So the count now 0-1. Here's the windup in the pitch. Bases are loaded as Johnny Mares and the Quartz Hill Royals in control in the batter's box in the position. In the best favorable position. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, hits Mares, Johnny, right there on the left side as now number 5, Jason Uribe goes in. This must be like the third or fourth wild pitch right now of today's game, and the Chargers really not doing themselves any favors there by throwing in these wild pitches. So up next to bat here, Jeffrey Kavanaugh, number 24, back to the batter's box. Facing off for the first time, Aaron Ledesma. So bases loaded, Jeff Kavanaugh up to the plate, swings, fouls it away, past the backstop. Aaron Ledesma will get a new ball as the bases are loaded here, and it's the bottom of the 6th. So Ledesma with the windup in the pitch, looking a little bit high right there, and it's now the count falls to 1-1. Ledesma with his 12th pitch so far, throws it. Ooh, really close on the inside to Jeff Kavanaugh, and he just steps outside the batter's box. A little too close to comfort, as they say. Gets back in the batter's box as Ledesma throws it right over the plate, and it's ball number 3, 3-1. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th as Kavanaugh steps back in the batter's box. Jeff Kavanaugh with some great plays today, with some great catches in the outfield. Oh, gets contact and it's going. Hits towards left field. Got runners coming in. 1, 2. Tepper is in. And also Mares. So Mares, Tepper, Rice, all coming in. So the score now, as it registers, it shows 1-10, 1-13. So the Royals just adding more to the lead there. One score is now Chargers 1, Royals 13. As now Quintero steps up to the batter's box. And when will the bleeding stop for the Chargers? All right, the ump puts his helmet back on as the Quintero steps into the plate. Isaac Quintero, number 7. Here's the windup in the pitch. Quintero gets right underneath it, going straight to center, and this is out. So he pops out. The Royals doing lots of damage on the bottom of the 6th inning, pretty much nailing the game here, which is 1-13. And just to let you all know, to catch up with all the latest and greatest news from the city of Lancaster, all the streams, all the updates, please remember to subscribe to the City of Lancaster CA on YouTube. All right, if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe and do so with the quickness, as number 7 for the Quartz Hill Royals will now take to the mound. That's Isaac Quintero, who you just saw popped out. He'll take to the mound now. So the other Quintero, taken to the mound as well. So that's amazing. He's rocking he's also a left-hander. Imagine that. So both twins are left-handed. That's amazing. So he's winding up. He got the nice looks like the pink glove. That's a great pink glove, or salmon. I will call the color of that glove salmon. All right. All right, we're ending the 6th. Going to go to the top of the 7th here. And this, I think, might be the last inning, right? Yeah. Should be the last inning. Quartz Hill in control with the score 13-1 if you're just joining us. You're watching Quartz Hill Royals hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, which is part of the 2024 CIF Southern Section Baseball Championships California Division II tournament. All right. So Quintero, as he adjusts the mound there and getting settled in, will go against number 5 for the Chargers, Vincent Carrillo, the 9th batter in the batting order for the Chargers. He's a junior, wielding the orange bat. So Quintero throws it over the plate with a strike. So he throws a strike right down the middle there. The next pitch, chopped right towards up center field. Will he throw it at first? Get him, and he's out. Nice fielding by the Royals. And that's been pretty much the name of the game. Great fielding here by the by the Royals here. Quintero just kind of laughing it off there. He's like, thanks, guys. I'm glad I got backup. So number 26 for the Chargers taken to the batter's box. Caleb Valencia, the senior. Ooh, a swing and a miss. Quintero bringing in the heat on that. He's kind of laughing on that one. He likes that pitch selection. The left-hander looking. The left hand throws. And it's a ball. Count 1-1. So the score again, 1-13, top of the 7th. The Royals in control, hosting the Charter Oak Chargers, coming all the way from West Covina, about 75 miles away. Here, he gets some contact, hits it to right field. Will he catch it? All right, and that was Mares with the catch. Oh, I'm sorry. Troy Johnson. Sorry about that, guys. Troy Johnson with the nice catch. So number 1 in the batter's box, Zubia. Michael Zubia gets a pitch from Quintero and starting things off with a ball. So Isaac Quintero throws the pitch, and it's a ball number 2. So Mike Zubia, he's not looking at the same pitcher. He's actually facing off against another pitcher, another Quintero. He fouls that other pitch away. So Zubia probably just doing a double take, making sure, is this the same pitcher I'm looking at? Is it the same? Doing a double take is actually the twin brother of Ismael Quintero, Isaac. And here he goes. He makes contact, goes to Troy Johnson there, and he gets a single. So nice hit to the gap from Zubia off Quintero, as the Chargers have one runner in scoring position. Up next to bat, number 28, Aiden Martinez. And that's Aiden spelled pretty, I never seen this name spelling before, Aedyn. So a nice variation of that, of Aiden. And he gets the pitch as a strike. Quintero right over the plate. Martinez in the batter's box. Gets the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike number 2. The Quartz Hill dugout having their hats out. Here's the next pitch right into the ground. Runners are running. They'll get him out, and that's it, I believe. 3 up, 3 down. 3 gone. Score 1-13. So it looks like this is should be the end of the game. We're gonna have some sideline interviews coming up from our own sideline reporter, L28's own Tiffany Johnson. Going to interview some of the members off Quartz Hill as she gets squared off. We'll get to that interview in a couple moments. But what a great game! Final score 1-13, as the Quartz Hill Royals proved to be too much for the Chargers, and so give them a nice home representation for the Royals so far today, advancing to the next round of the playoffs. So congratulations to Coach Aaron Kavanaugh and company for advancing to the next round. So what a great game. We've seen a lot of great fielding, great pitching, some great hits as well. Battling these windy conditions. All right, so we'll cut to Tiffany in a couple moments here. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to our City of Lancaster CA YouTube page and catch all the latest and greatest games, updates, and events. Because we not only cover games, we also cover events such as the Poppy Festival. Um, and our most recent one, Overcoming Obstacles. So if you happen to catch a couple of those streams, one that I recommend, really heartwarming and will definitely melt your heart. Catch that one stream of Overcoming Obstacles that was held at Antelope Valley High School, and that was a great stream of coverage. If you have not seen that yet, I highly recommend watching Overcoming Obstacles. All right. So the Charter Oak Chargers fall and are defeated by the home team here, Quartz Hill Royals, 23-5, with some great hitting and action from pretty much everybody from the team there. Esteban Sepulveda, the catcher, number 19. Jonathan Maris, second baseman, number 12. Jeffrey Kavanaugh, center field, number 24, with some great hitting as well. The twins, Isaac and Ismael Quintero, with some great left-handed pitching. And then we had Connor Gregory, left fielder, the Blake Johnson, third baseman, Troy Johnson, right fielder, Jason Uribe, first baseman, and Owen Rice, shortstop, accompanied with other substitutes. Like we had some great pitch runners, such as the Ian Stinson, who pitched run as well. So pretty much everybody involved for Quartz Hill in getting experience as they now continue their playoff journey to the second round. So a lot of great wins overall today. I believe Lancaster in softball, Lancaster girls, Eagle girls, have won, as well as the Quartz Hill Royals girls has won as well. So great wins all around in the playoffs here for the Antelope Valley. All right, as we head towards the interview section here, we're still waiting on Tiffany Johnson to get some interviews in. Right before that, we'll go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break. Right, we'll be right back after these messages.
We're ready to go. We're off and running.
If you call back home.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
Call back home.
All right, welcome one, welcome all to L28 Sports coverage. Thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us right now, the Quartz Hill Royals have advanced to the next round with the final score 13-1, led by Coach Kavanaugh and company. What a great game. Now the overall record now is 24-5 for the Royals, who have just defeated the Charter Oak Chargers, who are now fallen to 9-15 overall, and this is Division II Division II baseball, varsity baseball playoffs here. And so I remember speaking earlier, actually witnessed the practice of the Quartz Hill Royals yesterday, and I was quite impressed. And I asked, your record, Coach Kavanaugh, 23-5. You're going against another team. The Charter Oak Chargers are only 9-14. It's an obvious win, right? And he said, no, don't let the record deceive you. We're still going to take this team out of full respect, and they surely did. So it looks like we're honing down the interviews here. Looks like we might get catcher Esteban Sepulveda, a major factor in today's game. He's getting pulled to the side here. Also, got to shout out JB from the Quartz Hill Royals, he's pretty much like the guy who does it all here. He maintains the field. He helps with the coaching and the practicing, and he takes so much pride on this baseball field. And must I say, it is a great quality baseball field for the Quartz Hill Royals. All right, so here we go. So Connor Gregory also going to possibly be interviewed by Tiffany Johnson. So Connor Gregory, number 16, stepping up. And we'll be right with that interview. The left fielder, number 16, Connor Gregory. Left fielder. And we'll throw it off to Tiff in a couple moments here. You're watching L28 Sports coverage of the Quartz Hill Royals against the Charter Oak Chargers. All right, so we'll head it off to Tiff in a couple moments. This is Joseph Lay for L28 Sports. Right to you, Tiff.
Connor, great game. Congratulations on a wonderful win and moving forward in the playoffs. You were able to hit that triple at the bottom of the fifth to get your team up on the scoreboard. How did it feel to build up that momentum for Quartz Hill?
It was pretty great. We'd been fighting all game, playing good. Our defense was solid. Our pitching was going great. So I got that run the inning before. We bunted, got me over, hit a ground ball second, got me over, and then I scored off that that block that catcher made. It was a pretty good read, but next inning I came up, just had solid approach in my head, get the fastball, and I ended up driving it to right field. The wind helped it a little bit, but got over him, and ended up getting all the way to third and scored 2 runs. So I would say that was pretty good. We got a bunch of momentum from that, and it carried us to the rest of the game. So I would say it was great.
Today's probably the one day where you can't complain about the wind, right? Yeah, it helped you out.
It's a struggle here, but today was pretty great.
Well, you're a senior currently, so you've been a part of this program for the last 4 years of your life. What progression have you seen that you think is going to get you past that second round of playoffs this go-round?
I would say, unlike years before, I've noticed that our team has a very special bond. We're all going to go hang out tomorrow and then even on Saturday. So I would say the community we've built together is something that a lot of teams might not have the same way we do. So I think that's going to be able to push us, and we're going to want to strive farther than we ever have before. We all want it, so I think we're going to get there.
As a senior, you have some special plans ahead of you. What are those plans?
I plan on attending SDSU. I'm not fully committed, but that's my top choice right now, so I'm going to do that and then eventually go after a law degree. So
that's a career that you definitely want to go over, never going to go away. So congratulations, Connor. Good luck in the next round and have a great career.
Thank you.
Have a good one. All right, Esteban, it's your turn. Come on, star of the show. All right, Esteban, great game. Fantastic job. You hit that grand slam. How did it feel to get that win for your team, to push through and just get that momentum building up?
It felt pretty great. Don't mind my voice. It's been an exciting game, but it felt pretty great. First 2 at-bats was pretty rough. As a leadoff hitter, I had to get on, and I didn't really produce, but to get up there and to have the same confidence as I did in previous games and to be able to provide for my team, it felt amazing. And being able to do that for my brothers over there, it was a dream come true.
You did that phenomenal play as a catcher over to second base to get that out. How did that feel to make that happen?
I mean, it felt pretty awesome. Like, it's not something very traditional for a catcher to do and something that we practice a whole lot, but over the summer I was doing it a lot. I was practicing it. I was doing it as much as I could because why not, right?
Right.
And today I just made it happen, and it was a cool play, and it was important for our team, so I felt pretty great.
Yeah, so practice pays off, right? You never knew when it was going to come into play, and here it is. Now you're in the second round of playoffs. What is the goal going into the second round to get through that and end up in the third round?
Same as today. I mean, we just got to stay in the fight, be able to produce when we can and do the small things right. And if we're able to do that, play catch, get runners over, and be able to just get that one important hit, I mean, I don't see us not losing in the second round.
That's what I'm talking about. Good luck. Have a great career, and talk to you soon. Get that win. Well, guys, we were going to talk to Coach Kavanaugh, but I think he's pretty stoked and excited on making sure that his players are focused on the game ahead. The last season, they lost in the second round. The season before, they lost in the first round. So this is a pretty important playoff seasons for them. Hoping that Quartz Hill gets that win for our community and takes it all the way to champs. I think, here comes Coach. Never mind. He's ready to get interviewed. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on such a great game. Your son excelled. What is the dynamic when you go off of the field and go home to make sure that he's still rocking it on the field?
Actually, when we leave, we're done. We don't talk baseball. We try to talk about everything else. I want to still have a relationship with him, when he's older, so I don't want to burn him out on baseball. So when we leave the field, we don't talk about it anymore.
Great advice. We were just sharing with the viewers that it was tough for you to get past the second round last season. So what is the dynamic in practice to make sure that this next round comes out with a success?
Well, we're experienced. We're seniors. They've been here before, and we get to play at home. I think you put both those things together. I'm feeling pretty good about Tuesday.
And the families were sharing with us in the crowd that these kids have a different dynamic when it comes to this team. They grew up playing ball together in Little League. So what is the comparison of having these kids having that familiarity and community compared to previous years?
Well, they pull for each other. You know, you can hear the dugout. The dugout was loud. They were into it. They pull for each other. The kids that didn't play, right, they're pulling for the guys that were playing. And it's a really good group atmosphere. Kids that really like each other.
Last question. As you said, it's a team full of seniors. So next season, how are you going to make sure these kids come in strong?
We got a good group coming in, right? So we just have to get that next group in, get them going, and we'll keep rolling.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks
Good
for
luck.
coming out.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
and congratulations. All right, guys, Quartz Hill got that win today, and so did our girls Lancaster Eagles softball team for the second round of playoffs, heading off to the third round, and Quartz Hill softball girls got that dub as well. So we have some great teams showing up and showing out for our community. Make sure you stay tuned in to L28 Sports to keep those updates on our playoffs. This is Tiffany Johnson. You're watching L28 News. See you next time. Bye.
We're ready to go. We're off and running.
If you call that gone.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.